Hey everyone, this is Christian Bates, and I'm about to jump into my car and drive to a creek that's just 3 minutes from our house. And I'm gonna fill up some jugs to do a very special thing. Hey, so we're going to the creek right now, and I know many people who drink this water. Now, it is a couple miles down from the sources, so in my opinion, it's still the best topical water ever. Check out some more. I've always wondered, what are we supposed to do with all the plastic jugs? Because a lot of you who are watching this video, you've heard of drinking spring water in glass, and I know many of us are doing it now. And I used to have a lot of polycarbonate jugs, and I still do. You'll find out in a second why. And then recently, a couple years ago or so now, I switched entirely to glass jugs. So these 3-gallon carboys is mostly what I have for filling up spring water. However, I still keep my polycarbonate jugs for a certain purpose. Excuse me, boy. We're just gonna grab some of these jugs from you here. Good dog, you just stay right there. All right, so I got some jugs here. Check out what we're about to do. Follow me. So Java has 20 gallons of water back here. Good boy. Another 14 gallons of water up here. In the trunk, we have a few extra gallons. I'm able to do at least 40 gallons per carload, and I just have to do about 7 or 8 carloads to fill up my jacuzzi with spring creek water. 1 week, I have a spring hot tub. No filtered tap water, no chemicals added. I don't even add like colloidal silver, because there is no algae problem when you use creek water. Creek water is mostly immune to algae. Check it out. All right, look at this. This is our jacuzzi. As you can see, I have filled it up. 6 carloads, maybe 7 already. The water level is just below this, and this, the water lips over and goes into the filter. All I have to do is fill this carload up, and it will be about 2 inches higher. I know it'll be about 2 inches higher per carload because I've done this 5 times before. Since moving here, we rent this property, and we have for the last 1.5 years. And then I'll be able to actually turn it on, because the water has to be going through the filter and the pipes for the heating element to actually catch the water. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, hey, this is not a wooden and copper and inert material-based jacuzzi, and it is made of plastic and has a little EMF going to it. But you know what? Action is better than perfectionism, by far. Taking action now, maybe not something perfect, but pretty darn close to the best ever, is way better than waiting. That's right. In fact, the more time we spend with this jacuzzi, the more I will learn about how to make my perfect jacuzzi in the future, which will be made of things like wood and stone and copper, and won't have an EMF electric heating element to it. It'll be more like a wood stove burner underneath, which many hot tubs are these days. And it will have some kind of filter system, hopefully a filter system that does not require a pump, but will have some kind of spiraling, amazing shape in it, that the spiraling will go through a filter of some sort, or even the spiraling itself filters water, and it collects our, dead skin and stuff. And that way we won't have to fill it up as often, since we don't have the luxury of a spring on our property, and we're not going to use filtered tap water, let alone tap water that's unfiltered, since even though we're in a beautiful place by Mount Tamalpais here in Marin County, the tap water here is fluoridized and chlorinated. Vortex! Now, one of the amazing things about bathing in water is that 99 out of 100 times you are grounded. In fact, if you're fully submerged, you're totally grounded. And if you're totally underneath the shower head of your shower at home, you're grounded. Because the pipes of your shower, that water, is grounded. Now for this jacuzzi, I'm not sure if it's grounded. So I'm grounding this just with these little silver conductive threads. I bought these threads 2 years ago in an attempt to ground my shoes. Now on shoes, they wear really fast and just break. But for this purpose, I think it's perfect. So I put 3 on this side, 3 on this side, just using 3 just so I know that I'm getting, just in case one breaks or something. I just want to have some backups. And then this goes all the way down here, this thread. I just duct taped it just to make sure it's secure. And then I put the strands underneath rock, kept the rock wet. It's already pretty wet because it's winter. And that means that now the water is grounded. Being grounded is very important. It just makes it. This is a real hot spring now. There's a real hot spring. Check it out. Woo! There it is. Looks like a current of ocean. Bubbling hot springs. As you can see, the water is getting filtered. The cool thing about this filter is that it's not a carbon filter. It doesn't destructure the water. It's just a thin little cloth. It's weaved cloths that have a high surface area, which is perfect. This is the perfect situation. Hopefully by around 10 o'clock, since this water temperature will raise, let's see, it's 52 degrees, which makes sense. Does a little under 10 degrees per hour. So 5, 6, 7 hours maybe. It's around 3 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock, just before bed, we will be in the best news ever. This video is so that you are inspired to do similar things. If you don't have a hot tub, do something also that's awesome. We want to install a cold tub so we can go hot, cold. I don't have a cold tub. I have to get one somehow. And hey, if you don't have a hot tub, get a cold tub, fill it with creek water or your own spring water, and do cold plunges. Coldness makes you warm. When you come out of cold, don't worry, it's hot. It's amazing at first, intense. You might not want to do it if you're kind of new to doing cold plunges. You might want to practice in your shower at first. But man, cold plunges make you feel warm. They turn on your nervous system.